Yo, yo, I'm back. I'm back. Fresh out the shower. Yeah. So I figured, just to let y'all know, my name is James. I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of my friends and close friends watching this first. Um, so I felt I had to address y'all first. Kind of put things in the perspective, where I'm at, and bring things full circle for everybody, and kind of paint a narrative of what we're trying to do here or what I'm doing with all of this. So the first thing I probably wanted to address was, well, I told y'all, smoking one with me, right? I don't know what the title of this one gonna be, but I'm thinking like something like, we'll figure it out along the way. Let's figure it out. So let's start with the 3 months ago. I had an epiphany, right? Because we're gonna talk about where I'm at now. Um, I'm just gonna kind of be a little bit, bring y'all, just take y'all in a circle around my life, probably in reverse, right? We're gonna start it now and go back, and then bring it all back around. So where I'm at now, right now we unpacking a story. So I unpacked it all out the bag. Now I'm rolling it up. Okay, so where I'm at now, um, first off, the first thing you got to know about me, um, is I'm a God fearing man. So this was etched into my heart years ago. Probably when I was a preteen. Started going to church early, so like that's in my heart. So that's who I am. Um, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, but I'm not where I used to be. That old famous cliche line, but I'm a child of God, and I believe that, and so that's where my foundation lies. And I feel blessed about that because without it, I don't know where I'd be right now. But that's me. So just putting and giving honor to God first is where I'm at with that. So I'm blessed that He given me this opportunity, these ideas, this whole thing. So we just gonna put that in perspective first and give thanks to Him first, and all honor and glory to Him. Amen. So we start there. So on this journey in my life, I've come to this place where I'm at now. I'm in a whole nother country. I'm not in Ohio. I'm in a whole nother country, um, and it's actually enlightened me in ways, to realize that, to see my life in the full circle, to be able to reflect a little bit more and see where I came from. So, and that being said, in all things in reflection, right? So that's one of the best tools a person could use to help keep their mind together, um, to help keep bettering themselves. Because as individuals, we should always be trying to strive to be better. We shouldn't become complacent or just sitting around and feeling like I'm good, I'm cool. Like we should always be reaching and trying to be better, finding the purpose. So I've came to realize that I had to face some of the things that have probably had a sense of holding me back a little bit. Not necessarily hold me back, but I felt like I was serving the purpose, or that was my purpose at the time. I believe everything happens for a reason. Things that happen, they happen for a reason, and that's the way they go down. So, not saying I live my life in regret, but I've lived my life not necessarily for myself. Um, I really have, and it may not seem like that. Let me put this disclaimer out before I even start peeling off, before I unpack, before I let any of this go. There are going to be some individuals that may not like what I have to say for whatever reason or other, because they didn't like a choice I made, or they didn't like the decision I made, or something that I did, or their perspective of things, of choices and things that I made. So I'm aware of that, and so I'm ready. I really had to do some real deep unpacking before I sat down and decided to do this, because I had to realize that I may implicate others. I won't never say any names. I'm name dropping everybody that was good to me. Sorry, I will, but like I'm not gonna bash. But some people gonna know who the fuck I'm talking about. They just gonna know. Um, but I feel like this is all with good intention. I know intentions sometimes take you straight to the bad way, but in healing and in mental health, I feel like we got to face our demons. That's just something that we all got to do, and some people have trouble doing that. But I found out that I got a little rush from doing it, facing my demons and going through things and looking at the things that I did bad at some point in my life. I realized that I got to dig in. I got to fix the stuff or come to terms with it, deal with it, humble myself. So I've been working on a lot of that for a long time, like for years. So one of the biggest things that I feel like I've been challenged with my whole life is relationships with my kids. So I got 6 kids, 4 baby mamas, been married 4 times. I'm probably messed up with my numbers, but it's too much. It was too much. Like I did a lot. Like, and for me to be where I'm at, even to still be alive sometime, and have the relationships that I do with my kids, I feel blessed. Things happen for a reason, and people always ask me, well, because I'm honest and upfront about it. Uh, why don't you have a relationship with some of your kids? Because it's been like off and on for a long time with my children, and I've attempted to find out from them what it was going on. But I've always lived. The whole point of this is I always lived my life trying to make the right choice and consider them in things that I did, even though I didn't always make them happy, or I probably didn't even know the right way to go about it, and I know that sometimes. Uh, but I always felt like I went hard for them to the paint. Like my kids was the first thing, and it may not always seem like that, but they gonna disagree. I'm sure they probably might see this and disagree or how they own. But like I'm always open for the healing and trying to be process this stuff and find out where we went wrong or where I went wrong or how I made you feel. So that's out there. That's out there. But that's been a big element in my life. And so now I'm at the point, my son graduating this year, high school. Um, we had a little rocky relationship, but my little dude, we solid. We always seem to get back solid. And now COVID got us kind of separated. And this is my last son, like my last blood child, about to graduate. And so, like, a lot of things been going through my mind. I've been reflecting and looking at my life and watching what I'm going through and seeing how I'm praying and seeking God and all these things coming to fruition for me. And I'm having these bright lights in my head and seeing things and visions and ideas and being creative. And it's all in the good of myself growing first and helping others. So, like, that's always been my purpose. So, facing those things, and I'm not gonna get into none of that yet because I guess those situational things, like those are some of the trials and tribulations I probably want to talk about going forward, and a lot of things in between. But me as a man, I've came to this now where I can actually live life for myself. I'm married now. I got stepchildren, 3 daughters. One of them grown, so 2 that I actually literally got to tap in with every now and then. And I luckily, whatever my situation is, where I ain't exposed, and it's a lot of stuff, But I've known them for a while, right? So I've been blessed in that situation. Coming back around full circle, being married four times, in this fourth time, I think I got it right. I think I got it right. Yeah, I think I got it right. But I know what I want and I know who I am. So that also presents challenges sometimes, right? So I'm a growing grown man right now. I can admit that, but I am so far from where I used to be. And sometimes it's hard to kind of keep dealing with people because they used to dealing with the old you. And I haven't been in Ohio for maybe 3 years, so I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm different, but I'm the same guy. I'm that same guy, but like, you won't get the same response from me. I could put it that way. Um, so just bringing that now, and that that being something that was heavy over my life for a long time, I kind of feel like it's a big weight off my chest. Like I'm still there for my kids, but it's totally a different situation because I fought for them all my life. Now I got to fight for me, and it's not that I'm being selfish, but in a sense I am. I got to look out for me because they gonna live their life now. They're gonna live their life, and I hope they took every jewel that I dropped to them and take it for good and be graceful with it. My kids know I love them, but see, that's one of the biggest things with me, and this is one of the things I'm still going through now. And I realized putting this kind of information out about myself, uh, where sometimes I used to wear my feelings on my sleeve, um, that people gonna have their opinion, um, but nobody's walked in my shoes and had to make the decisions or the choices that I had to make. And so it's a bit challenging, but I think this is another demon that I need to face. Some of these challenges and probably and knock this stuff off and be solid in who I am because I feel like I'm a good guy. So where I'm at now is I know y'all think I might be corny because I got my little T-shirts up here, and I got this old T-shirt, right? It say James, the man, the myth, the legend, and I keep it around. I done had that T-shirt for about 10 years. I keep it around because it kind of means something to me. So like James, the man, the myth, the legend, is kind of key because I feel like I'm a man, and I always thought of myself as a man and trying to handle stuff like a man. The myth is all of that stuff that's questionable about me, right? The legend is what I want to leave, a legendary mark on the world. Like I wanna have a purpose. I've been living my life for the past 10, 12 years feeling like I needed to have a purpose, whether it was in work, like working for the mental health and helping them and housing them. And I felt good about that job I had for 6 or 7 years. Coaching football for 7 years. That made me feel like I was giving back to the little guys that grew up just like me or even worse. So, like, those things gave me purpose, even though, like, one of them didn't even, I ain't make no money and it took most half of my life up. But I love doing it. So, like, I feel like now I found another purpose through trying to learn how to content create, being creative, of meeting different people and establishing relationships. I've had like a big light come on lately, and I'm just going. I'm in go mode right now. It's a whole energy about me, and so like doing this right now, it was a whole energy. I decided to do this today. I made a video earlier that made me commit myself to keep doing this. So I have to constantly keep exposing myself with limits, but to grasp a healing for myself, for others who could use the information. Um, I'm just ready to go in. So like, if you guys comment, whatever, subscribe, whatever that is to do, like say whatever you want, ask me a question. I love answering questions and trying to be uh, methodical with an answer and coming up with things. Like I'm logical and I'm real, like, and I'm seeking understanding and wisdom. So with all these things going on, man, I'm trying to bring this all back around and enjoy my life while I'm enjoying my wife, while I'm living for God and trying to make a little money while I do it. Hey, is this me? Um, I ain't even blazed my blunt yet. I've been running my mouth. I gotta blaze up. So that's me, and I'm trying to trying to establish myself and trying to grow and just trying to create good content. I got things working. I got my boys' minds twerking. Like, pause. I got their minds thinking though. Like, cause I want to take everybody with me. Cause I got a lot of support. And shout out to all the guys that ever been in my ear and kept me solid. Like, shout out to my barbershop. Shout out to my barber back in Cleveland, Tone. Like, that dude, I don't even know if he know how much he spoke into my ear, but he always told me I was a strong guy, but he always kept me grounded. Shout out to the older school guys that kept me together when I was work, Oscar and Wayne. Like, they taught me the whole iron sharpening iron thing, and so that's what I always been about since that. Keeping my brother solid and my brothers that's around me always trying to keep me solid. So this is a product of what I have been and have become, and I'm living in my moment. I feel good about myself. I feel good about my situations. All of them haven't been solved or cured, but I know I got the understanding and the know-how to probably try to get through them a little bit better. But sometimes you be working against the grain or banging against the brick wall. So we got to accept all those situations as they come. But we still got to be men, right? We still got to be women. We got to be who we are. We got to know our roles in life, and we got to embrace them. Um, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you guys that know me, this a teaser too, cause y'all know I got some stuff to talk about. Y'all know I got some shit to tell. Y'all probably ain't gonna hear it like y'all think, but I got some situational stuff to hammer out, like to talk about, like to put out there, like to help people. Probably a little guidance and some support. But that's all I got. I blaze. Let me puff it. It's real. It'll feel. That's JR, and I thank y'all for coming to blow up with me. I'll tap it out.